So which macro light brew tastes the best? Well, I got 6 of them that I'm going to be trying out today. But here's the catch. I don't want to know what they are. That's where these big, stupid VR goggles come in. With them on, I can see nothing. If I can get them on my big head. So with these goggles on, I can't see. I don't know what... I kind of know where things are just from being in here so much. But I don't know what I'm drinking. I have the assistance of my wife today. She's going to be handing me different cans of beer. And I'm going to be trying them out. All to determine what beer is the best of these different 6 light brews. Now, light beer in general is typically pretty watered down. However, they rank among the best-selling beers in America on a very frequent basis. Beers like Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Michelob Ultra Light. These are 4 of the beers that I'm going to be trying, and they always sell well because they remind me of the pepperoni pizza of beer. What I mean is, when you're at a party and there's big gatherings, usually you end up ordering a pepperoni pizza because Joe, he doesn't like mushrooms, or Nancy, she hates peppers. So you end up with the most generic, most agreeable pizza there is, and that, of course, is generally either cheese or pepperoni. And, of course, when it comes to big parties, light beers are kind of the most agreeable because they don't really have distinctive flavors. They're kind of watered down in many senses. It's just something that... yeah, we're not all crazy about it, but we can kind of agree on it, I guess. And that's the same way. Now, here are the 6 beers that I'm going to be trying out today. They're going to be Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Michelob Ultra Light, IC Light, and I think Keystone Light was the other one that I bought. Little disclaimer before I get started, though, guys. I am not drinking all 6 of these in a row. I'm taking breaks in between and everything, drinking some water in between. Drink responsibly. Don't do anything too stupid. Slip it in my big old hand. Thanks. What?
Can you open it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So I can drink it like this. It's mediocre. Can't see what it is, of course. That makes it tougher. Doesn't taste like much. I would guess it's Coors. Coors is usually pretty watery. Could be Miller too. Because Miller's pretty watery too. Although it goes down kind of smooth. I think the VR goggles were kind of a bad choice. They blocked my face. I was gonna get a blindfold and put googly eyes in the blindfold, but I didn't feel like buying a blindfold. So I thought this would be a great idea because you can't see with VR goggles, and yet they're like huge. It's not bad. It's just mediocre beer. Middle of the pack. Just tastes like carbonated beer flavored water. Oh shit. The wife found this mask for sleeping. I forgot all about having these things. Way better than this. Second beer. I already got it going. Nice. Again, not upside down, just perfect. Feels like a beer. It's cold. Still can't open it. That's not very good. That tastes like Bud Light. There's something about the taste of Bud Light that I just don't like. This mask is way better. It doesn't go down as smooth as the first one. It has more flavor than the first one. Not necessarily a good thing though. I still think that's Bud Light. I'm kind of firm on that. It has this like yeast-like aftertaste to it that, you know, that just really bugs me. It tastes like field parties and bad decisions. I will admit Bud Light was our go-to growing up, so that's why I feel more confident in this one. If I'm wrong about this, I'm going to be like, I would pick the first one over this. Just because of the aftertaste. And maybe it's because it's in a can. It has like this metallic taste to it. The aftertaste is almost like a metallic, like licking a 9-volt battery. If anyone's ever licked a 9-volt battery. I think unfortunately I've drank enough Bud Light over the years that I really feel confident. And I look really stupid if I'm masked confidently saying this is Bud Light if it's not. I don't know what else it would be. I don't think it's Miller. I definitely don't think it's Coors. Could be Keystone. If it's not Bud Light, it's Keystone. Sort of like this, get a glamour shot of me drinking. I'm going to pass this off. I'm going to give you my final. I'm going to go with Bud Light. I really hope I'm not wrong on these. Third one. Let's see what this one's all about. If I can get it. There you go. Sounds weird. Smells like a beer. Smells like a skunk beer. It doesn't taste like much of anything. Very watered down, whatever it is. Probably Keystone, but it could be Coors. It's got that very watered down. Actually, you know what? Could be Michelob. It's drinkable, smooth, tastes like a beer flavored water. Not a bad aftertaste. The more I drink this, the more I feel like this is Michelob. There's very little flavor. Very little flavor. Of light beers, this is definitely one of the lightest beers. I would say that I'd be willing to bet this is the lowest calorie beer there is. This tastes like I took a good beer and drank most of it, and then took a bottle of water and dumped it in that same bottle of beer. Even though there's not a lot of flavor, it doesn't have that odd aftertaste that the last one had, so I do like that. This is actually probably the best one I've had so far. It's hard to complain too much about this, because it doesn't have much flavor. Is this the front of the can? Am I displaying it properly? Okay. I just want to point out that none of these beers are that great, but some are more drinkable than others. That's ultimately what we're out to find out. Alright, time for number 4. Number 5. Where am I at here? Beer 30. They're so hard to get open. Sounds like a beer. Smells like a beer. Smells like Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller Lite. It's not bad, it's smooth, you know? It don't have much flavor to it. It's a light beer, so there's always that. Probably the best one so far. Definitely the best one so far. It doesn't have a real bad aftertaste. If you like beer for the flavor, you're not going to like any of these beers. But it is refreshing. It goes down smooth. I can live with this. Good stuff. I feel really confident that this is Miller Lite. Slight metallic taste as you get more towards the bottom. Overall, not too bad though. Funny thing is, I don't mind Miller Lite, but I hate Miller High Life. That's assuming this is actually a Miller Lite, but I'm really confident here. Here, I'll give you that. Thanks. If that wasn't Miller Lite, I'm gonna be pissed. Beer time. Ooh. Yeah. Beer time. Huh. This is great. Not really. This is not good. This has got to be like Keystone or something. So we went from probably the best beer to the worst. It actually doesn't taste like much of anything. It tastes like, I don't even know. Like, what are those White Claws, those seltzer alcohol drinks? That's kind of what it tastes like, because there's like no very subtle flavor there. Which would be okay if the flavor was good. It's not. It's gotta be Keystone. It just tastes cheap as hell. It has this like raw doughy flavor to it. Oh, I should just call off work tomorrow. I lost it. There it is. I kind of slammed that last one down. Not this one. This one does not go down as smooth at all. I'm thinking it's Keystone. I think I bought a Keystone, didn't I? Did I? If it's not a Keystone, it could be an IC Light, but I don't think. I'm pretty certain this is a Keystone. Which was the cheapest beer. This tastes like the cheapest of them so far. If I get all 6 of these right, I'm going out and buying me a nice bottle of something. Celebrate. Maybe it's getting older. I don't know how I drank this crap back in the day. Kind of wish I'd have started with this one, then we'd be uphill from here. Alright, I'll give you this, because I've had enough. Oh yeah, I should probably reach out for the beer. Thanks. This smells like low quality. That's not very good either. This is really carbonated. Kind of watery. It's maybe Michelob. Michelob tastes a lot like nothingness. Didn't end. Well, I don't know. I gotta think about this here for a second. This is very middle of the pack. I can't place what it is. Leads me to think it's either Michelob or IC Light, because I don't drink a lot of either. Or I haven't in the past, so I'm not real familiar. I'm kind of leaning towards the IC Light, though. This isn't bad, but it's far from good. It goes down smooth. You know, it has more flavor than some of the other ones that we had. I'm kind of actually, as I get towards the end of it, starting to like it more than I originally did. So I'm going to go, before I do this, I'm going to do a final order. Okay?
Okay.
Number 4 was the best. That was second, whatever this is. The third one was third. The first one was fourth best. The second one was fifth best. And the fifth one was the absolute worst. So I'm going to say that was either IC Light or Michelob that I had there. So now it's time. Here we go. Oh my god, that was Miller Lite. Well, I picked that as second best, so I guess that's not too bad. Miller Lite was the second best thing that I picked. Now I'm scared. None of these are great beers, but I really thought that was like IC Light. I said, what did I say was number 1? Fourth? Fourth. What was that?
Bud Light.
Was it really? I picked Bud Light as the best. You gotta be shitting me. I always bash on Bud Light. Okay. So that was number 1. So the last one was Miller Lite. Okay. We'll go with that. Alright, so for the third thing I picked was number 3. What was number 3?
IC Light.
IC Light. Okay. I'll take that. Fourth was the
first one.
Was it the first one? Now I'm second guessing myself. Bud Light won, and I'm like second guessing everything in life. Yeah, it was. It was number 1. Was number 1? Michelob. Okay. Michelob. That's, by the way, the most expensive one I bought, and it's on the bottom half. So it comes down to these two. What was my least favorite beer? Number 5. What was number 5?
Coors Light.
So Keystone beat Coors Light. I gotta be honest, I had a very hard time finishing that Coors Light. I legitimately had a hard time finishing the Coors Light. I can't believe that. Bud Light won. Bud Light won.
And this is coming from the guy that used to tell me, I could taste Bud Light in a blind test and tell you that shit sucks.
Well, in fairness, none of these are great beers. Price-wise, they're all about the same. They're all cheap beers. The Keystone was like $1, though, whereas the Michelob was $3. They didn't rank too much apart from each other. The Coors was about the same price as these 3. These 3 ranked pretty well. And to be honest, I was very split between these 3 in general. This kind of won me over at the last few tastes over that. And I was split on these 2 as well, so what can you say? But that is it. As you can see, it's not as easy to pick out beers just based on taste alone. Even if you've been like me and have had these beers all throughout your life. So, if you think you can do any better, yeah, give it a try. Let me know in the comments how yours turned out. I also want to note I split these up over some time, so don't slam down all 6 of these at once and then blame me. when you become extremely intoxicated. That's not my fault. I'm going to break out this blindfold in the future for some more episodes. So until next time, guys, remember that it's not as easy as it looks, even if you are just an idiot like me. Don't forget, guys, if you want to subscribe to the channel and see even more, you can click on the button. It looks just like that. There's a bell icon as well you can click on. That way you get notified when I post new videos. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching this. And remember, if this idiot can do it, then so can you. Even though I didn't do it.